Hello, guys. Welcome to a new episode of Teen Talks. We've been in a different scenario today. We're at TED Talks Lisbon, and today we have Astrid. She's the CEO of State of Art, and she joins art with the marketing. And with the audience that is not here today, can you give just a little summary that what you talked today?
Well, my talk was about what art would be like, what life would be like without art, because art is a common denominator of our life, and it's important for each and one of us. So, without art, life wouldn't have any meaning. Because imagine a life without paintings or music or literature or theater. It would just be a very gray landscape of pure functionality, We wouldn't have any joy, we wouldn't have any color, we wouldn't have any depths. So for me, art and culture is essential for our life. It's essential for our joy and essential for meaning.
So, this channel is directly to high schoolers. So do you think arts have any impact on education in any way?
Well, there are so many studies that actually prove that art and culture is directly related to student attainment. So students who engage in arts are better in mathematics, they're better in reading, it increases the SAT scores, they have better thinking skills, better cognitive abilities, they concentrate better. And there was actually a study done of 25,000 students in the US, and they discovered that children taking part in arts and cultural activities and high school students, they would actually score much higher in the SAT scores than the other kids. So it's really important. And why is that? Because engaging with arts stimulates our creativity. When we play the piano, it really touches different regions in our brain, It's not just about memorizing. It actually stimulates a bunch of different areas in our brain. And this helps students to become better. They not only in their professional and educational life, but also they become more socially aware, Studies have proven that the art and culture actually improves social cohesion and engagement with other people. They like to volunteer. They are more socially aware, So there's so many advantages of children and students taking part in arts.
No, yeah. I played the drums.
Yeah.
So, and I would say that.
So did I. I was a time I had my own band.
I would say it helps a lot because you need to have the rhythm. You need to know, and especially in math, you can do it in your head.
Exactly.
It's easier. So a little more about your history. What inspired you to leave financial consulting and create the State of the Arts?
Well, I grew up in a world immersed in art and culture, so I was so used to live with art and culture throughout my childhood and my youth. I started my first instrument at the age of 5, and I was always... It was always part of my life. I was singing in the school choir. I was playing the violin in the local orchestra. We would sing together as a family in the Christmas season. So it sounds a bit like the Van Trapp family from Sound of Music. But it's true. And so when I started my career in financial and strategy consulting, which I like, after some years I felt something was missing. It's like an essential part of myself went missing. So by reconnecting my professional experience with the cultural sector, I suddenly felt whole again. I was reconnecting to my inner child,
Yeah.
And I think that's so important because when we work today, and I think for your audience, students, they really need to do something they like to do, Because otherwise you just go to your job and you just look at the watch and say, oh, when is it over? When I can go home, when I can go surfing or do something else, And so it's so important to choose something that you're passionate about. And that is what I did. It's not that I did not like consulting. And it gave me so many meaningful a meaningful way to change the world, to understand how I can change the reality of companies. But combining this with something I like, with something I'm passionate about it's so much better.
Oh yeah, talking with a lot of professionals, I learned that your job is like your second home. You know, you need to learn to love it and stuff. So, what role does creativity play in shaping successful marketing strategies today, in your opinion?
Well, creativity is everything nowadays, especially within artificial intelligence.
Yep.
Creativity will play a more and more important role in our society. So we use art and culture as a communication tool. And it's a very powerful tool because when we create marketing strategies for our clients, whether it's for them to improve their positioning or get more traffic, it's all about making a difference. It's speaking to the hearts and minds of people, and culture can do that. Art can do that. If you play a song that sometimes you feel goosebumps all over your body, this makes a difference, and this really also shapes the decisions of consumers nowadays. So it's much more powerful than just, I don't know, tell people, okay, just buy more and you get a discount. So I think it makes a real difference.
Yeah, like a lot of companies nowadays use these trademarks. For example, Nike, like just do it, like the drawing of it calls the attention.
Yeah.
So just a final question. How do you think young people can start a career in art without a network in the area?
Well, network always helps, and that is a very, very important fact. But you can create it, just go to, I don't know, inaugurations of art exhibitions, just start going to the theater, just start going to concerts and start to meet people at those places, and that will help you get a network, because network is very important. I'm not going to lie to you. It's sometimes more important than your professional ability. So you need to merge those two, You need to be good at what you do, but you also need to create a network, because this will allow you to meet new people, get new horizons, get new perspectives on different subjects. So I would recommend all high school students out there, if you want to work in art and culture, just try and meet artists. Go to your next exhibition in your neighborhood, There's so many things for free that you can do, and where you can meet really, really interesting people, and they will help you move forward, because that was what people in the cultural sector do. They help each other.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
For coming here. Do you have any final words to the audience?
Well, the final words would be, do what you really are passionate about. If it's art and culture, I highly recommend it, because it really will lift your spirit and speaks directly to your heart.
Thank you so much. Goodbye, guys.